I spend my days in despair, for in my mind you're still there. When nights turn cold and blue, how will I live without you? I count the days since you've been gone. What did you do? Somehow, someway, life goes on. I can't believe it. I took the good with the bad. You're still the best I ever had.
And now just feeding the chickens here this morning. As you can see, I got a more permanent solution here than just a chicken coop, really small. We actually built a pen that we house our chickens in. And we got a hen over there named Rooster because I go in and I get all the chickens off and she just stays there roosting as long as she can until I literally have to pick her up and put her on the ground so she gets off. She is a very spoiled chicken, but either way, we got to talk about this. I'm selling Big Bird. I am selling the van, and it's, you know, we've had a lot of memories with it. I've been chased off of more private property than I can imagine telling you about, but or that we have time to talk about. But, you know, I need the money. I don't think it's going to do anything for me anymore. It's done a lot for me so far. A lot of memories right there, you know. Coop saved me from, you know, being stranded on the side of the road with it, and now that led me to this, meeting Coop and doing work for him over the summer, and now I've got this land that I inherited from him after he passed. But this is why I'm selling Big Bird. I'm selling the van because I've got a trailer. I've upgraded a little bit in the year. As I said, I've been working down at Clearwater Motors with Frank. So I've been saving up some money and I've been trying to build this up. But I brought this home to mow the pasture over there. So far not doing anything with it, but hey, let's get to work. Now just coming up on work, it's been about a 45-minute drive. Got to go through Clearwater and then got to come south of Clearwater so that I can come down to the farm. But it's something that really doesn't seem all that long since I drive from here to Colorado regularly now. But let's get in, and Frank looks like he's here. Of course, my car's here from last night. Wanted to take this home and mow the pasture that I've got. Just want to maintain it because I haven't been using it at all. I've told Frank that we can plow it up and put some crops in there, but so far he has not taken me up on that. But either way, let's get into the office. Let's see what's going on for the day. I know that we've got an auction to go to. I think Frank's probably going to be excited. Let's get in there. Good morning, Frank.
That it is, Herd. That it is. I'm excited this morning. I sent Kenny up to the auction already, and he says there's a nice harvester up there. We get a harvester, we can really start making some money around here.
A harvester? Frank, they're like $300,000 or something.
Well, this one isn't quite that steep, but yeah, they're a lot of money. We'll also make a lot of money at the same time. So look, let's get over there to the auction, and on the way, we'll talk a little bit more about business.
All right, sounds good. Let's hit the road.
So I'm glad we have this time to talk about everything, and sorry for the hectic pace that this has been on. Between selling the dealership and purchasing this land down here, and then working everything out with the attorneys and realtors, it's been a lot.
I get it, Frank, and no worries. I'm just happy to be along for the ride. I mean, a year ago I was trying to start a chicken farm, and 2 years ago I was getting chased off of private land by police. So, I mean, I was living in a van. I would say this is an upgrade already.
Well, you earned it. I see the hustle in you, Herd. I know I'm no spring chicken anymore, and eventually I'd like to just manage this operation while you and Kenny run it, but I just want to help out here. Want to help the farmers, and I want to help us.
So what are the plans here? Are we a farm, or are we a hauler, or...
Well, we're both. You see, Herd, these farmers in this community have been thriving for years on their hard work and their dedication to their jobs. They've trusted me to help them with their repairs and contracts throughout the years, and now they find themselves in hard times. Expensive to truck to their customers, so they're stuck with all this grain in their silos. So I'm sending you to Colorado once a week to help these guys out, but also to make a little money for us. We'll either haul for a price or we'll buy it ourselves if we need it. Some we'll buy now, hold on to, and maybe sell when the time's right, but we'll make money for holding the grain a little longer and selling at the right time.
Okay, I get that part, but what about the animals?
Well, I'd like to get some beef cows to start. I have a buyer who will purchase as many as we can stock, so I'm thinking we buy as many as we can put in that barn and fatten them all up. As for the chickens, well, Herd, I wanted to do that for you. I know you wanted a chicken farm, and a chicken farm you'll have. Also, I have someone who will buy a lot of eggs from us.
Well, thanks, Frank. I mean that. It means a lot to be thought of like that. But also, you're right. We can make a lot of money on those chickens. Now, I like Kenny a lot, so I'm glad you brought him on, but where do you see him?
Well, Kenny's a good egg, and I wanted to bring him aboard to help with our equipment, but also to do service calls for other farmers in the area, and to help you out.
Help me out?
Well, I'll be in the office more, and I know this whole thing is more than one-person job, so, heck, it's more than a two-person job, but it's what we have at the moment.
We'll be fine, Frank.
Well, we're here. Let's pull in and see how many people are here.
Yeah, it looks like quite a few.
Alright, well, hey, that's okay. We'll just have to outbid them all. Either way, I'm gonna go in and register us. You can look around if you want, but then come in and join me and Kenny.
Alright, Frank, I'll take a look around and then I'll see you in a few. Alright. Now let's go over, and I guess we'll go over here and look at this harvester that Frank is so crazy about. It's huge. A New Holland. I guess it comes with both of these things as well. And he's going to spend a lot of money. He never told me how much money he's looking to spend, but it's definitely in the six figures. This is going to be a big purchase. Whether that's used or not, it does look in good condition, but harvesters are very expensive. Either way, let's see what else this auction has. Seen a couple balers over here that would be really nice. We could bale up some of the grass and we could make some money off of it. There's a small square baler there, or we can go with the big boy here, the class. But I don't think we have a tractor that'll pull that. And that's what we really need right there, is a forest wagon. A forage wagon would help a lot. Keep telling Frank, let's get a forage wagon so we can pick up all of the grass, put it into the silage bin, but he is not listening to me so far. Either way, this is a nice Ford here. I'd like to grab that as well, but I probably cannot convince him of that. And who paints that purple? Either way, we don't have much use for it. That is for horses. And a couple nice tractors right there, but we do not need a tractor. We don't need a spreader right there. This is a nice farm all, but again, we don't need it right now. And really none of these things we need over here, so I know Frank is going after the harvester. I'm hoping that he doesn't lose his mind and try to go crazy with the price. Hopefully we can get it for a good price. But let's go see. I've never really been to one of these things before. I'm not really sure what to expect. At the end of the day, Frank ended up winning the bid for the harvester. He was thrilled. We had a lot less in our bank account, and we had a big harvester that should be delivered in a few days. We also ended up with a forage wagon, and I ended up buying a Ford for my land. I guess it was a good day after all. My first auction was a success, and a real lesson in how to do everything there. I'm not sure I can understand the collar yet,
but I'm hoping one day it will appear like he's speaking English. Frank promised the harvester would bring a lot more work to the farm, and maybe he was right, but for now, it just worried me that we'd spent a lot of money on a harvester when there was so many other things that we had to buy still.
Alright, now back from the auction, and we are getting a little bit of a late start on our normal chores here today. But man, oh man, was Frank excited. He got the harvester that he was looking for, which is great. I was excited because I got a Ford that we can put up at the property, because I would like to start doing some stuff up there at the property. Maybe put a crop in. Maybe just continue the chickens. I don't know, but I really feel like we need to start making more use out of that and not just working down here with Frank. This is obviously my job, but also, you know, I just really want to honor Coop and the land that he's given us by doing something up there. So I'm still trying to think of what to do up there, but there's some money to be made up there. I know that. There's too much land. Either way, we are going to put this in here for Kenny, and he's just going to look it over and do the normal routine when things come back to the farm. We like to stay on top of things. Now we'll just put it right in here for him. He can do everything he wants to it, wash it, that kind of stuff. Then we'll get in and talk to Frank, because I'm sure he's got a plan for us today. Honestly, I'm not really sure what it is. So let's go in here and see what he's up to. All right, Frank, all done with everything. What do you need from me today?
Well, they said that harvester and forage wagon wouldn't be delivered for a few days, so nothing really in the fields. I do need you to do a delivery for me, though, if you could.
Sure, what is it?
Well, I actually heard it's our cows.
Ah, finally gonna get them beefers, eh?
Yep, we're gonna get into the cow business a little bit this year. See if it goes well, then if it all does go well, then maybe we can start buying some more. Get a little bit bigger.
Alright, are they at the livestock yard?
Yeah, you'll need the trailer for them, of course, so you'll need to stop over in Clearwater and grab that first. But just hook up and go, no need to talk to anybody, everything's all sorted. Just bring the cows back, and then you can call it a day.
Alright, no worries, Frank. I can do that for us. I'm actually going to get right on that.
Alright, drive safe, Herd.
Alright, and backed up. Let me just get out real quick and unhitch everything here. And we will be on our way to Clearwater. Of course, we grab everything at the old dealership because it's cheaper to get a delivery in town. And if we have the means, why not use them? Of course, by means, I mean me and this truck. Either way, let's head to Clearwater, and let's go this way. Why not? We never go this way. You can see that we have to pick up all of that grass. Not sure if we're going to make it silage or if we're waiting for hay. Right now, I guess I'm the farm manager, but I have to figure out what Frank is looking for from the farm so that I can see what we need to do. So there still needs to be some discussions from me and Frank. It's just gone so quickly that I don't think either one of us has had time to sit down and talk with each other, but not for an extended period of time anyway. The auction was kind of, let's say, the auction, I was a little out of my element. I had no idea what I was really getting into. But, you know, we ended up with some nice stuff. We ended up meeting a couple nice people, but really it was really confusing. I could not understand the caller. He was going way too fast. I had no idea what was happening. You have to register for a number. There's certain times that certain things go on up for auction, and you have to pay attention to that. Of course, there's a concession stand there that I ate way too much food at waiting, but that's another story altogether. But yeah, the auction was something that it paid off for us in the end. You know, we got a couple things for cheap. We got a harvester for the farm. And I guess we're both hoping that that will be able to help some farmers out here in the area who do have some money but do not have a lot of help. And it's really what we're trying to provide here with this business. So I'm hoping that the equipment that we get will be able to help area farmers and also help us, because we are an area farm. And I also want to see Frank fulfill his goal of helping everybody out, because he's a great guy. He's helped me out, and really want to see my friends succeed. So it doesn't hurt that I've got Kenny there working with us and that I've got 20% of this farm. But even 20% of this farm, as gracious as that is, I still want to do something with the land that we have as well. I'm trying to think of what to do. I'm trying to think of how I can help this farm at the same time. But either way, here's the trailer that we're picking up, and we're going to get a lot of cows in that thing. I'm going to put this down so I can concentrate on backing up, and I will pick this back up when we're on the road. And now all hitched up and ready to head over to the livestock barn. And I'm not really sure how many cows we're going to be able to fit in here. The guys over at the barn are going to know a lot better than me. But I know that we are going to fill this trailer with a lot of beef cows. And really glad that we're doing beef cows. I know a little bit about that, at least. Coop had some beef cows. He did not have dairy, and I know that's a little bit more complex in terms of, what to feed them and things like that. Beef cows are grass, basically. We just feed them grass, and then in November, we are going to be able to send them off to the auction and get some money for them. And I can only imagine how many times I'm going to be hauling for other farmers as well in this area now that we own this trailer. I'm really glad we have this trailer too, because in November area, when all the farmers are sending their cows off to auction, we're going to be able to make quite a bit of money with this trailer. So I'm really happy that he bought it, and we kind of have a logistics center over there now, because we can haul anything we need to the farm, which helps us and helps other farmers too, because we can make deliveries, and obviously we don't do that for free. We make money here. But where am I going to park? Guess we'll just lay it up right here and head on in. I'm not really sure what to do, kind of just like the auction, but either way, this is where I'm going to end it here, and I will pick it up the next time, because I don't need to record just how lost I'm going to be in this place. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. See you next time.